Starting over. Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, girl, we're just gonna put on some makeup. We're gonna have a chat about my honeymoon and everything else that's going on in the world. So yeah, we're about to do that. So we got back from Dominican almost a week ago. We got back last Thursday, so it'll be a week tomorrow. Still got to do laundry. My house is a mess. I got my sweater on, not because, you know, I'm in a bad place or anything. What do they call it? In a dark place when you got that gray sweatshirt on YouTube. Not because of that, girl. It's because I don't have a clean bra that I like. So that's why I got my sweatshirt on. And you know what's funny? All of my favorite pairs of underwear are all dirty. I mean, I got a drawer full of panties from Naughty Knickers that I think I should go through because I don't wear most of them. I have my favorites and that's it. You know what I mean? Anybody else like that? You could have a drawer full of panties, but there's only like certain ones that are your favorites that you like to wear, and you wear the other ones when your favorites are dirty. So I think I'm going to do a video actually cleaning out my panty drawer. How's that for a video? Huh? Anyway, brown paper packages. I spoke with Miss Sandra. That's going to be here on Friday. And speaking of which, there's a few items that I got from brown paper packages that was like essential for my trip. And this was, oh my God, a godsend. This is one of them because certain resorts you go to, they give you like a key card, right? Like a debit card. And same thing with hotels too. And a lot of times if that debit card or key card is anywhere near your cell phone, it erases the information on it. So then you got to walk. You know, you go to your room, you swipe the card, it's not working because it was next to your cell phone. So then you got to walk all the way to the resort or down to the reception at a hotel again. So I kept my card and money for tips in here. Oh my God, this went with me everywhere. I bought a little purse in Dominican. As you walk down the beach a little bit, there was like 3 or 4 little flea market stores. So I got my little Dominican purse, which is great because I did have my beach bag, which broke. One of my beach bags broke because I sat on it. I have white on and we're outside the bowling alley at the resort and I wanted to sit down. So I'm like, screw it. I'll sit on my bag, and I broke it. Yeah, that broke. That stayed in Dominican in the garbage. But this, I love these little bags. I had one when we went to Jamaica and I used it a ton when I got back. It's like torn to pieces. Because it's so, instead of bringing a big purse, you got this little thing. It fits your cell phone, you know, your keys, your little wallet thingy. It's perfect, right? So I grabbed this from Punta Cana. So I'll give this some use. And then the next time we go on a trip, I'll probably grab another one because this is probably going to get worn out, right? If it's, you know, 4 years before we go back on another trip. What else did I grab? Oh, brown paper packages. So this was essential. The little bracelet that came with it. I don't know if I said it, but I put it on my luggage. If you're going away, it seems like a lot of people have the same looking kind of luggage, right? So what we always do is try to put either some ribbon on our luggage. So as it comes down, you go, yep, that's mine. That's my ribbon. But the bracelet, the big bracelet, I put it on my luggage. So that was great. The aloe vera, that was great. That came with me. I used the leave-in hair conditioner. I think that bottle's almost gone, the watermelon one. So there's a lot of things from brown paper packages that I did use for my trip. So I'm very, very happy about that. Oh, and there was also, I think it was last summer, it was like this little bathing suit wrap. It was blue and like silky and very light. I wore that a lot on my trip. That was perfect. So BPP, that was awesome. I used a lot of your stuff. I can't wait to get the box on Friday. Anyways, wanted to show you what I brought in my makeup bag. Now, did I use it or did I not use it, right? And if you know me, in the summertime, I always say it's too hot to put on a full face of makeup. Look at my eyebrows. Oh my God. I've seen pictures of my eyebrows or just me in pictures and my eyebrows are like, oh, they're just nasty. They are just so thin. And then I guess with the sun, it made them so much lighter that my eyebrows are a big mess. So this is the makeup bag that I took. The 2 foundations that I took, I'm going to grab one here. And and this one. So this foundation is too light. It worked like the first day, maybe. But I think I only legit put on foundation maybe 3 of the nights that I was there. Because, I mean, who's wearing foundation during the day, right? Not me, anyways. I mean, there were some young girls there with their full face done and stuff. And I'm like, girl, God love ya, you know? But yeah, no, I'm au naturel, which you can see in my last video that it was like me with makeup on compared to me without makeup. Oh, it was like, someone shoot me, like cover your eyes, right? So one of my favorite foundations, you can get it here at Shoppers Drug Mart for $6.99. I absolutely love it. It's the Essence, pretty natural. And I'm thinking I have to get my summer shade in here because now I have a tan. So this is not going to work. So I got to get my summer shade. And I also brought another drugstore favorite. I only brought the 2 foundations. And this is the L'Oreal Age Rewind. And this is my summer shade. No, you're not it, right? This is cream beige. I was eating popcorn. I got it stuck in my teeth, so I'm chewing on it. Hold on. Honey Rose. So this was the other one that I brought with me because I have my winter shade in the same foundation and my summer shade. And that's what's great with, like, you know, drugstore foundation, that you know, it's affordable, right? You know, I mean, not many times do you get to have your summer and winter shade in a foundation. If you're like me and you get, you know, tan in the summer, obviously your foundation for the winter is not going to work, right? So yeah, love this. I do have to get the summer shade in this one because I love this foundation. Anyways, I'm going to put on some foundation right now. I'm not going to use those 2. I'm going to use one. And the only reason why I got the summer shade in this is because influencer sent it to me for free to review. And this is the Guerlain. And this is my old Guerlain, like the very first Guerlain I've ever bought. Oh my God, look at that. I mean, there's still some left in it. Now, this is about 4 years old. I mean, but still looks good to me. There's still a little tiny bit in the bottom right here. And I'm like, this baby was like $100, so I'm probably going to use it until she's all gone. Unless it smells or something, you know. Anyway, so we're going to use this Guerlain. This is the summer one. It's shade 04C, 04C. And my winter one was 01N, which I think it could have been a shade darker. But when I bought it, I didn't know anything about foundation, really. Okay. And my eyebrows, something's got to happen with those because, I mean, I'm looking like a Sterling on Bond Street right now. I did have an eyebrow thingy that I brought with me. And that's the one thing I try to do, like when we went out to dinner and stuff, because my eyebrows, I mean, they just looked horrible in pictures. Like, I think I noticed it probably the second night or whatever. If you're looking at pictures, you know, you take pictures when you're away, right? And I noticed my eyebrows, and I'm like, oh my God, girl, you got to do something about that. Like, you know, they just look horrible. So I tried to remember. There's nights, believe me, I didn't do it because, you know, whatever. But if I felt like it, which now I can't even find an eyebrow chummy digger. Where are these eyebrow chummy? I must have put it back out here. Okay, we're just going to use one. It was the one that I did take was same company. It was Maybelline. No, it wasn't. It was Essence. So I took my Essence eyebrow chummy digger. But today I'm going to use this one from Maybelline, which again, drugstore. The Essence one is like $3.99. It's fabulous. This is drugstore Maybelline. And I mean, it's not that expensive either, like $7.99 maybe. Compared to like the Anastasia Beverly Hills, you know, or the Benefit, they're both like $40 tax included, right? So if you're looking for a good eyebrow pencil, you don't have to spend that much money on it. Go to your drugstore, check out Essence, which Essence I think is only in Canada. I don't think you can get Essence in the US, but you can get Maybelline. Girl, you can get Maybelline. My voice went the first day that we arrived. I'll tell you what happened now as I'm putting on my makeup. We went into the buffet. I think Ian was getting his, you know, vodka and Red Bull, right? And so we're at the bar in the buffet. And I swear to God, the 4 people walk in, right? And these 2 women, which I'm going to leave a picture here, they looked like, I swear to God, that they just walked out of a freaking magazine, okay? beautiful, stunning women, and they were there with their husbands. So we like sparked up in a conversation. You're happy, you're on holiday, hey, how you doing? You just got here. So one of the girls said, I think they were celebrating her husband's birthday. Yeah, Ray's birthday. And she said she just turned 51. And there's this whole conversation going on around me. And all I heard was, she just turned 51. And I swear to God, I'm like, did you just say you turned 51? This woman, no word of a lie, she looked about 28 years old. Absolutely stunning, beautiful. Her name is Tara. Hi, Tara. Her husband's name is Ray. And then they were there with their best friends, Sandra and Rob. And Sandra is like my age. Girl, there's not a wrinkle on her. There's not a crow's feet. Another one that looks like she's 27. And they're both these two beautiful, stunning women walking. So we're all just talking and stuff, right? When you meet good people, you meet good people. You know what I mean? So anyways, they had just arrived, and I think we had just finished lunch, so we were going to go off down to the beach or whatever. So we went on about our day. So that night, we went up to the lobby, and I don't know how it happened. We happened to see them, or Ian seen them, or we seen them at dinner, because I think we were at the same restaurant for dinner, and we just said, hey, Chicago, hey, Atlanta. They live in Atlanta, Georgia. I think 3 of them are from Georgia, and I believe Rob was from Chicago, and Tara, Sandra, and Ray were from Georgia. Anyways, we seen them we had the Japanese dinner. Yeah, it was the first night, because the first night we were there, we went to the Japanese restaurant. So we just shouted out, hey, and, just went on our way. So anyways, that night we seen them in the lobby, and I don't know how it happened. We all just sat down and started talking to each other anyways. And let me tell you something. It is amazing when you go away on a trip and you meet such beautiful people. Do you know what I mean? Like kindred spirits kind of thing, And they were absolutely the most beautiful people, kind, good people, hard workers. We had a laugh with them. So it's crazy because, you feel like this could be a friendship that could last a lifetime kind of thing, right? So anyway, like I said, I'll leave their picture there. They were just stunning. There's a picture that I have of Ian in the pool with the girls, both their husbands, and he just had a great time, So that was definitely one of our highlights of our trip, was meeting these 2 couples, because they just beautiful people, just absolute beautiful people, good-hearted, funny. You work hard, you live hard, had the kids, gone through life. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, you meet some people sometimes and you're like, man, you need to live a little, But, when you just know that these people, they lived. You know what I mean? They lived. We've all had our ups and downs in life or whatever. And sometimes you got to take your ups and downs and just go, that's what it was. It was a journey. Some people are angry because of their ups and downs, and some people aren't. But yeah, so that's how I met the couples. They were fabulous. Then we met, I think it was also either on our first or second day there was a whole family from, I got to take this stuff out of the bag. I mean, seriously, the amount of brushes that I took was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I did not need all of these brushes. Like, it was crazy. Why I took all these brushes. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for my primer. And, I didn't take it. No, I didn't. Look at all these brushes. And I think I put some away already. I mean, really? I didn't even wear all that makeup. That's silly. I need, oh my God, because I put moisturizer on my face hours ago, like this morning. So I'm going to put a little bit of Bobbi Brown on my face. What are you called again? Vitamin Enriched Face Base. And then I'm going to put some primer on top of that, because my skin is very, very, very dry. Oh my God, it's so dry. I did get a tan. I got a little bit of a tan, but I'm telling you something right now. The top part of me, I mean, I got an okay tan, right? But my bloody legs are still white. I swear to God. And I was saying to Ian, because I go through this every year with my legs. Always go through it. When I say it's not white, they're pink. Everything on me is always pink, right? So I tell Ian every year in the summertime, because he's like, a tan freak. He's like a sun freak, right? He'll sit out on the patio and like just sit there in the sun. I can't do that. I need to have water around me to do that, right? So anyway, I say to Ian before we left, I want to take the oil for my legs because I know if I want to get some color on my legs, I need to put that tanning oil. Honest to God, not going to lie to you and blah, 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 but the sun cancer and all that. Listen, we were all the people who set out with the baby oil and the butter on when we were teenagers. So like whatever's going to happen to our body is already done. Okay. So don't get on me about that. All right. Anyway, so Ian was like, you're not taking the tanning oil. You're not doing it. And so I thought he packed it. He didn't. The lowest sunscreen we had was an 8, and I had 5 bottles of 60, which I was putting on my face every single day, and then a 30 on my body. So still, legs, they're just white, So I'm telling you, next time I go away, or when the sun comes around again next year and I want to get my legs tan, I'm putting that damn oil on, and I don't care what he says. He can just, you know what he can do. So I was talking about the Thursday night. Anyway, I woke up the next day, the Friday, and I guess it's been such a long time since I had such a great time with other people, other than my husband, out and socializing and stuff like that. My voice was gone the next day, and it's still not quite 100%. Like I didn't get a cold or anything like that, but my voice is still not 100% like it usually is, so I don't sound quite like myself. But I'm telling you, the next day, I couldn't get a word out. It was so funny. I'm trying to talk to Ian, saying words, and it was like they would come out as a whisper. So yeah, that happened Friday morning when I got up, and we didn't come home until the following Thursday. So that whole week, I'm going around talking to everybody with this very hoarse voice, and I'm like going up to somebody and saying, may I have some ice please? And they see me coming, and then they hear the voice that came out of me. It was like kind of scary, right? Halloween was just around the corner. Well, it's now and it's dead and gone, which I did go trick-or-treating, by the way. I did for my nephew. I did. I went up to the doors and I went trick-or-treat. I did. I said I was getting it for my sick nephew at home. Not gonna lie to you. I did. What else happened on the trip? Oh, we met. So this family we met from England. I think they're from Bristol, England. Bristol? Or I don't know. Anyway, they're from England somewhere. And I don't want to offend everybody because I know England's a big place and there's lots of different places in England with different dialects and blah, blah, blah. But I think it was Gloucester. No, England. Because Gloucester isn't that in Scotland. Bristol, England? I can't remember. Anyways, they were there for a wedding, and God love them. They had to stay at this resort for 3 weeks. They were booked for 3 weeks. Now, don't get me wrong. It was a nice resort, right? For the amount of money we paid for, which was like $1,300 each Canadian. But I do understand now, because I'm a cheap freak, right? So I'm always going for the cheapest price. I understand now why certain resorts are $1,400 or $1,500 or $1,600, because you really do pay for what you get, right? And this resort, Ocean Blue and Sand, I'm going to do a review on it. I got all the videos from dinners and stuff like that. But it was not a very entertaining resort. Like the entertainment part of the resort, there was nothing there. Like every morning you're at the pool and there's no music. There's literally no music at the pool. That's crazy, right? No one showed up until 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock. They did a thing. They left at 1, and then they came back at 3 and did a thing. That was like, what? And then I gotta say, the next time I'm booking, I'm making sure lobster is included in that price somewhere, because you had to pay for a lobster. And if you wanted a good steak, there was a steakhouse, but I thought my steak was a pork chop. It was so thin. I mean, it's still good. It still tasted good, right? But there wasn't much there. So like when you go for booking resorts, there's certain things you might want and certain things you probably don't want or don't, really necessarily need or you don't care about. And one of the things for us was the entertainment. Like I wanted there to be entertainment around a pool. Ian, he's very competitive. He likes to get up there and be the, center of attention and stuff like that. Like I know what he likes, right? So there wasn't none of that. So that was kind of boring. I mean, on the other hand, on the positive note, because there was no music at the pool and stuff, we get to meet a lot of great people, which this family from England. And I think there was like 30 of them over for the daughter's wedding. And God love them. They were staying at this resort for 3 weeks. And I thought, it's got to be boring. Because there's only 6 a la cartes. You go to one and you know what it's all about kind of thing, right? And the buffets, and it's not a big resort. There's no entertainment. So, I mean, it's a great place. If you want to go to a resort and just chill, just chill by the pool with the sun, the beach. I mean, love the beach. The beach is great. We had a great time. I mean, I don't want to put a damper on that. We had a great time, right? But we've also been to other resorts, so we know what's out there. You know what I'm saying? But this poor family, I just thought, my God, I think I would be losing my mind if I was there for 3 weeks. I literally would. I don't think I want to go somewhere else. Switch to another resort or something. But anyway, they were a great family. And then I met 2 ladies from Newfoundland because, we everywhere, girl. We're everywhere. So 2 wonderful ladies from Newfoundland, Marie and Anne Marie. So we hung out a few times, played bingo. One of the highlights of the place was bingo every night at 7 o'clock. That was funny. Oh my God. The night before, the second last night we were there, it poured down raining when we were at dinner. When we came outside from dinner, it was pouring down rain. And then our last day there, it was a cloudy day, like it rained on and off. But we still, I swear to God, we walked one side of the beach, I'd say a good hour and a half, up and an hour and a half back. So you were able to walk the beach, which was great because that resort in particular didn't have a lot of beach space, but you can still walk the beach, right? And right next to the resort we were on the left-hand side, it was just an empty lot. So there was no resort there at all. So that beach was like maybe a public beach. Oh, you got some Christmas ones. Okay. My niece is sending me messages. She got me some candles. I'll tell you now why she got me some candles, because Ian's Mary Jane plants, he's drying. Well, they're already dried. Now he's got to cut them. And they're here in my house. And my house stinks like ganja. Like, just stinks like the ganja. So my niece got me some candles. Bath and Body Works, by the way, got candles on sale. The big ones for $13.95 today only. And I think the code is Glimmer. So you can order it online. I don't even want to talk about Charmed Aroma because they got me bothered, okay? Bothered with, no surprise candles. And then they're supposed to be having this big old VIP sale on a candle last week. That was $16. Is now $30. How is that a sale? It's not even a sale. I don't get it. So anyways, you go from one to the other. Charmed Aroma when the sales are good. And then if they're not, you go to Bath and Body Works. My niece likes Bath and Body Works best. All right, so there's my little bronzer thingy. I'm just going to slick on some blush and highlight. And legit, this is all that I took with me. I took my little Ofra blush, my Tarte little bronzer, and my IBY highlight. That's what was in my bag. I didn't go crazy. And I brought 2 eyeshadow palettes. And I know right now the time is 24:26. If you're still here, tell me what the 2 eyeshadow palettes were that I brought. I know you know one of them. Without a doubt, you're going to say one of them for sure. You're going to know it. It's my favorite one. So, and that's all I brought. And I think there was one night that I put on eyeshadow. That was it. Just one. Because it's so hot. You know what I mean? Like, it just melts off my face, right? And I think then I feel so uncomfortable and I don't want, like, you know, well, I wore mascara every night, I think. I wore mascara. There are nights I wore nothing but mascara, and I would do my eyebrows. And then there was a couple of nights that I just did mascara, put on a little bit of foundation, and did my eyebrows. And there was only one night that I actually put on some eyeshadow and maybe did a full face. Like I even brought a concealer, which I never used. So yeah, I don't know if it's just me. Is that just a me thing, you know? Like bringing all this makeup, but yet don't end up using it because I just feel so hot. I mean, is that just me? I just don't know how people can wear a full face of makeup when it's like 38 degrees outside. I just don't feel comfortable. Or maybe I just don't have the patience, because you know what I'm like too, right? I just don't have the patience, girl. So yeah, it was a cool trip. We went bowling. And I have to say something about the bowling, okay? Because I know some of you have been watching. Ian and I had a little bit of a competition going on, and I was up 3 games to nothing. You know what it's like when you're playing a game with your kid and you're winning and winning, and your kid's not winning, and then they get really upset and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? So you got to be like the mom, you know, and kind of make it so you're not winning anymore. That's all I'm going to say about them apples, okay? So we end up tying it 3-3. So that's all I got to say about that. All right? That's it. That's all I'm going to say about that. So yeah, the bowling was fun. I think my favorite restaurant was probably the Italian, which is funny because we met people from Ohio. And they were there, this young boy. Well, he wasn't young, I guess. He was in his 20s. His dad and people like that. The whole family was there, right? There was a big slew of them. Anyway, the boy was saying that they went to the Italian restaurant, and he said his Nona was there with them on vacation. And I'm going, oh, I can imagine what your Nona thought about the Italian restaurant. He's like, yeah. She was like, this is not Italian food. But, you know, when you go away to a third world country, I mean, you have to remember that you're going to a third world country, you know. Like, you're not going to expect, you know, a big chef like Mario, what's his name? What's his name? The Italian guy. I can't remember. But I mean, you don't expect chefs like that to be working at the resort, right? You know what I mean? So when you're going to a third world country, and that's sometimes I see that on people's reviews of places. Oh, the food was terrible. I'm like, you're at a third world country, you know, like, do you expect you're going to be eating like you were if you were in Italy? You're not, right? You know, seriously, come on, people, get with the program. But yeah, I think my favorite was probably Italian. All right, I'm just going to put on, look at this video. Oh my God, 28 minutes. So I'm going to do the same lip liner. If I did put on lipstick, it was this. This is ColourPop. I would either use the ColourPop one or the Rare Beauty lip liner that I have in my bag somewhere. This needs to be sharpened. Shoot. Look, it's so down. It needs to be sharpened. Where are you? What the hell is it? Well, I can't find it. It's in there somewhere. Mothering. What'd I do with that? Here it is, along with my brushes. So the Rare Beauty lip liner, just a brown. I would use this lip liner or the other one, the ColourPop one, and the Rare Beauty like brownish color gloss kind of thing. It's like a gloss. And that was my lipstick. Nothing fancy, but then I only did it twice probably anyway. And of course, the 2 eyeshadow palettes that I brought. First one was the Natasha Denona, what are you? The Mini Love palette, because I do like my pinks and stuff. But I didn't wear it because you know I brought my Miss Natasha Denona Nude. This is my favorite palette. I love it. So that's, yeah, when I did the makeup that one day, that's what I used. And I also brought my Gerard Cosmetics eyeshadow base. So I don't think anything else really, like it was a very, very relaxing vacation. Like relaxing. It wasn't like a party, you know. You got to make the party if you want to make the party, right? And I think there was one night that, you know, I did some stupid things. And I did, I took a puff of Ian's little thingy he had, and I don't do that. I swear to God, 20 minutes later, I'm going, yeah, we got to go back to the room. I was having this big paranoia attack. It was funny, but it also tells me, hey, this is why you don't do that, because this is how you react, right? Some people love it. Some people don't. I'm not into it. But, you know, do your thing, girl. Do your thing. Yeah, I don't. We went dancing one night. That's when we hooked up with, or was that the first night? Maybe that was the first night when we hooked up with the girls and their husbands. There was like a little disco there, but like even, you know, there wasn't a disco every night. Like there wasn't dancing every night. Do you know what I'm saying? Probably, I don't know, 2 nights we were there or something, 3 nights we were there. So, and then of course I'm thinking that I'm going to sleep in the whole time I'm there. I, honest to God, was up before 8 o'clock every single morning. There was probably 4 mornings I was up at like 6:30. Isn't that crazy? But, you know, when you get up early like that, you're walking the beach, which walking that beach tires you out. Like it really tired me out. This, on the days that we did walk the beach, I would say I was in bed by 11. Yeah, so it was nice. It was nice to go away. Nice, you know, no kids. First time, you know, ever going on a vacation without the kids. So that was nice. Um, so yeah, and then we had to come home. But honestly, I think if we go back to the Dominican again, which I'm thinking that our next trip might be to Mexico because I've never been to Mexico. And if things go well, you know, it could be the end of January. Who knows? But I've never been to Mexico, so we're going to try that. And I know Ian wants to go back to Jamaica again because, you know, Ian's Ian. But if I had to go back to Dominican again, next to the resort that we were at, there was a resort called Iberostar, and that place was huge, like huge. The length they had of the beach was insane. I think it's like 4 or 5 or maybe even 6 resorts in one. So I think if you were ever going to do something like that, Iberostar, you probably would want to go Privilege. That makes sense to do that because then you can use all the restaurants, right? We didn't go Privilege on this trip. I really don't believe in going Privilege. I just feel like, you know, if I need something, I can, you know, you give a good tip kind of thing, and that money goes into the workers' hands instead of the companies that own these resorts, right? So I'm like, if I don't need to go Privilege, if there's nothing really that going Privilege is, you know, if there's not much of a difference, then I don't, you know? I think if a big resort like Iberostar, because they have so many restaurants, and if you go Privilege, you can go to all of them, especially if you're staying longer than a week. Like if you're going to a resort like that and you're staying for like, you know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then yeah, go Privilege. That way you can go to the different restaurants. You know what I'm saying? So that would be like the only time I would probably do the Privilege if it was something like that. But other than that, we never go Privilege. I just always find that if I need something, you tip well, you get it. You know, like if we needed reservations to be made, you always, when you go to a resort, you always find someone that works there that you just love. You know, you just hook in with kind of thing. And tip well, and, you know, you always find someone who wants to help, right? So this was pretty much the look that I did. Just a little bit of brown, no shimmer. Plain Jane, girl. And I brought 2 mascaras. The Benefit, what are you? Bad Girl, Bang Girl. And I brought my little man eater, which I don't know where that is right now. My Tarte man eater. I brought that with me. And I brought a whole bunch of stuff to give away. So I gave a whole bunch of stuff away to my housekeeper or house cleaner. Even though she introduced herself as a maid, but some person on Facebook told me that that was offensive. So now I'm like, God, I'm on social media. Always afraid of what to say now. But I mean, really, do you really think I'm afraid of being canceled? No. Nobody can cancel you but yourself. Speaking of which, Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson are doing another documentary again. I just watched the first episode. I mean, I got to tell you something. Ryland's parents, aren't they the most amazing people? They're just super amazing. Like, I want my kids to grow up and their friends to, come by and go, your parents are so awesome. Because I just think that Ryland's got such amazing parents. And Shane's lucky to be a part of that family. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Let me know what do you think of it in the comments down below. Please be nice. I know some people don't like them. I'm like, listen, I really couldn't give two hoots, But anyway, that's it, everybody. That's my full face. Just a little, what do you call this again? Get ready with me. Oh my God, like my brain is dead, okay? I've been working nonstop every day, usually until about 8, 9 o'clock at night, trying to pick up because I'm so behind at work. So yeah, I'm brain dead. But yeah, this is just my little get ready with me, talking about my holiday. Some pictures I'll throw out throughout the video that Ian took or I took. And I will see you on Friday with brown paper packages. Don't forget to like, everybody. Bye.